Hi there, everyone. How you doing? Jesse here. It is Sunday, November the 16th, and the Associated Press has just released some new, never seen before, at least I haven't seen it before, footage of the immediate aftermath of the crash of MH17. Now, one of the things I've wrestled with for quite some time is whether or not, look, I know MH17 is a false flag. I know that 100%. I also believe that the bodies that were placed on MH17 were already decomposing bodies that were kept in things like formaldehyde. I've shown that in other videos that people that arrived on the scene and took the early shots and all that talked about how horrible it smelled, that all the bodies were in rapid decay sort of thing, things that don't add up with an authentic plane crash, essentially. And my biggest theory, I mean, from day one, I thought, well, this is most likely MH370, and that they'd taken the passengers, killed them on MH370, preserved them somehow, and then created this massive false flag here in Ukraine. Now, the big kind of thing is whether or not the plane was actually blown out of the sky or whether it was detonated on the ground. And I know in my last video I was saying, oh man, looks like they may have detonated on the ground, made the whole scene, because we never saw a plume coming from the sky. In any of the videos, I mean, there was only one video that really showed the explosion, and there was no plume coming out of the sky. There was no videos of a plane falling out of the sky, although there was some early, but those were quickly debunked as earlier videos from a couple of years before different plane crashes. So right now I'm going to show you this video. And I'm starting to lean towards that this thing was shot out of the sky. I think it'd be very hard to pull this off, especially when you see all the yokels, the locals there in Ukraine, and their sort of reactions to it. A lot of them are, some women are dressed in their bedrobes and stuff like that. I mean, just people in their shorts. There's flaming wreckage all over the place. So let's take a look at it together and see what we can come up with. So here, in the beginning, you see this guy with his phone. I hate when people take video like this. You should turn the phone this way so you can get the full thing. But anyways, this is what we've got here. And you'll see he'll come up, and there's a lot of people that have already started to gather around.
Вот, вон солому тушится.
You can see, now some of this could be fog, but also looks like it could be a lot of smoke as well. It's hard to tell exactly, but you see little pieces of debris here that are still kind of emitting smoke, that are flaming. And you'll see a guy with a pitchfork desperately trying to take out a piece of debris from the hay stack. You see people running by. You see the women there, just with that little piece of debris there. Right? It's clearly smoke's coming from it. It's flaming. You see patches of scorched earth along here. Right, and there you see a guy with a pitchfork, and he's frantically digging into the hay here. I think there's a piece, you can see the smoke here. Let's see. And as I said, I mean, like, a lot of people look like I can't remember what day of the week this was, but a lot of people look like they're out suntanning or frolicking around in their bathing suit and stuff. Yeah, there you see the guy digging in there. I guess something caught in there, was catching on fire.
Там шметки слетели. Что там вода?
You see wreckage, something strewn across the street here, the road. It's a dirt road. There's a real road up here. You'll see some trucks. Truck there.
Ой, блин.
Now he's going to come up closer to the wreckage. You see the road here and some of the debris strewn across it. Truck waiting back here. So I guess it is not fog, it's just smoke from the debris, and there's a lot of it. It's really spread out. Yeah, so this truck finally moves forward. See good scorched earth here. This is quite, several meters away from where most of the damage is, but you can see debris here. So anyways, a very interesting video. I think this makes me lean more back towards that the actual plane did fall out of the sky or was taken out of the sky. I don't think it changes any of the likelihood that it was stuffed full of rotting cadavers, as many of us have already shown in several different videos, and that it's a false flag without a doubt. But I think this shows that there's a good chance that this actually was a real plane crash that came, or at least the plane. I mean, it would be very hard to pull this off. I could be wrong, though. I'm still open to it. But I think this video is good. I mean, you'd have to think that, a lot of these people are not set up to be crisis actors. You're wearing your bathing suit and sandals on, sort of thing. So they were just caught by surprise coming to the scene. So, yeah. It's very interesting. I'm wondering why this video wasn't released a lot earlier, and I'm wondering why there isn't a lot more of these videos, considering most of these people probably do have smartphones or maybe even webcams. I know that the richest people. This guy here wearing what has he got on? Does he have a construction hat on? No, it's just it's a beach hat. I thought it was a construction hat. But yeah, I mean, like, these people just look like they stepped out of their backyard and are showing up, and, what the hell? All hell is broken loose. The trucks there, they probably stopped because this is the main road and they'd seen the explosion and all that, and we're waiting to clear. There's only 2 trucks that I could see. So I would really like to see more of this footage. I'm sure this person that took this footage didn't just take a couple minutes. I mean, seriously, you could easily just walk over and start. I know it probably smells bad and a lot of smoke, but there's a lot of footage that you could take right after this, right? And this is before the authorities are on the scene. As you can see, nobody's keeping them back. And there's smoke everywhere. So this goes along with my sort of original theory on this, that it's most likely that it was MH17 that they used, that the Dutch people are all crisis actors, all the family members, all the people that they had on, and that they used this plane, they stuffed it full of already rotting cadavers and make it look as gruesome. They might have even placed fake bodies and stuff like that. It could be extremely complicated, but I think this would be pretty hard to pull off considering the amount of people that are there. And you can see, I mean, the people that you see in this video are, they don't look like crisis actors. They just look like regular folks reacting, And a lot of them, as I said, some of them look like they're in their bathrobes or whatever, like guy with a beanie cap on, sandals, shorts, guys with, their bathing suit or whatever. And all of a sudden, yeah, I mean, that's where I'm leaning towards now, folks. I mean, I'm leaning towards that it was really knocked out of the sky, but that it was most likely MH17. This is a Boeing 777, so it's the exact same model. The fact that within 4 months, 2 of the exact same model planes from the exact same airliner, Malaysian Airlines, right, which is I think largely owned by the Rothschilds and the triad symbols and all that they have on the actual airplanes themselves, which many have already gone into great detail. This is a very interesting saga, an ongoing mystery. Maybe they're just leaking this stuff slowly in order to keep us distracted. Who knows? But anyways, I thought you'd like to see this, and I'll post a link for the actual video below. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful day.